Online dating. Does God approve online dating? We're going to talk about it, but before we do...
Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Terence and Jill of God-Ordained Union, and we're here to do simply one thing: help increase God-ordained marriages.
Yes. A God-ordained marriage is simply one that God ordains, that we believe that we believe the word says that God creates a suitable mate for us. And so yeah, that's a God-ordained marriage, one that he does and not that we do, and one that has an assignment and a purpose attached to it. So, in addition, we're here to encourage you while you are on your journey and preparing for to support you while you're on your journey to a God-ordained union. And so, that's our story. We wish we had if we would have had like a Terence and Jill, but God is so awesome. He does things all strategically, but we're here now. He's assigned us to help encourage you on your journey of love, because it is coming. So get ready for it. And so, y'all, please subscribe. Please turn on your notifications. Please share our videos, because we drop videos through the week, pre-recorded videos. We go live. We also do prayer, intercessory prayer. To learn more about all that we're doing, including our private group, including our private foundation, you can go to our website, God-Ordained Union.com. And you can also, if you join our mailing list on our website, you can get the prayers that we prayed for this God-Ordained Union. Yeah. So, yes, we're glad you're here. Online dating.
Yes. There's just been a flux of questions coming in about whether or not God approves online dating.
Yeah, it's been a lot of discourse.
We're going to talk about that right now.
Yes. For those of you who are new to our channel and don't know our story, just really quickly, I actually came across Terence's profile on a dating site back in 2018. I came across this profile on a dating site, and I had returned to quote unquote online dating after not being having an online dating account for about 10 years. So I said, let me try this one more again. Went on the dating site, didn't like anybody. Everybody who came up to me or approached me on an online dating site, nope. But I came across a profile. It was Terence's profile, and I was like, oh, well, wait a minute. Hold up now. And I liked what I saw, the picture, but also I liked what I read. And when I read his profile, it was like something grabbed me. It was literally like I was reading me. Can't explain it, but that's the gist of it. Long story short, the company of that dating profile, no, we're not going to tell you which dating site it was. We're not going to tell you, so you don't have to ask. If you're in our private group,
you already know.
That's what we tell it. But we're not going to tell you here, because we're not advertising that outdated site. Long story short, that company had been
still running my profile. Yes. Although I hadn't been on there or part of it for years.
Yes. So it was like 5 years Terence hadn't been on that site, but his profile was still running. And you know what's funny about it? He had two profiles on there, two similar profiles, different pictures. And so the second guy I liked, I was like, okay, well, if that first guy, this one caught my eye too. It took me a while to realize it was the same guy. And so, I'm was positioned, to receive him, to pursue me, and he never did. And I found out that, later, maybe 2 years later, no, not 2 years later, I found out like 6 months later that that Terence, he said that he was never on that profile. So what I did was I took matters into my own.
No longer on that
profile. No longer on that profile. No, on that dating site.
Yeah.
I took matters into my own hands, and I went and found Terence on Facebook because being the guy of integrity and honest Abe that he is, he used the same full name, his real name as his dating profile. And I just went into Facebook and it came up. Not only did he come up, the same picture on one of the profiles came up as well. He had the same profile picture. And that's how I found him. And long story short, I DM'd him, and y'all know the rest of the story. I fell flat on my face after that. Like, I was all too much in it. But so with that being said, there's a lot of discourse out there about should we as Christians go on dating sites? And I'm going to say yes.
Look, God don't care
about
how you meet the person as much as he care about who the person is.
Who the person is. And that's all through the word of God. Because he tells us. So the first thing is that it's not about the how, it's the who. He tells us don't be unequally yoked. Don't be, into sexual immorality. Look at the person's fruit. It's the more of the who. Mm-hmm. It's the who. The how. And so let's also just make you aware that, I don't know when you're watching this video, but we're recording this video, what is it, the middle of September?
Yes.
We're going into online dating season because we're going into the holiday season. And if at any time you should consider being on doing online dating, it's probably this time of year. This is when the inventory is high, but this also is the time, unfortunately,
where you need a disclaimer to say this is where a lot of counterfeits are going to be represented.
Yes, and so yes.
There are a lot of lonely people out there right now that are going to use online dating as an opportunity to give them companionship during these holidays.
Yes. Yeah, so they could be, quote unquote, just in bun-up season. Mm-hmm. They're going to get you. And so you've got to go in with a lot of discernment, which goes into number 2 of it's a faith move. You got to go in knowing that you're covered. You got to go in with discernment, and you got to go in wise. You got to go in
protecting your heart.
Guarding your heart. But it is very much because it is some good people on there. There's some good people. You've just got to, be very careful and prayerful. But
don't be in a rush.
Right.
If someone says hi or go into your DMs or whatever they do to contact you, don't immediately look at the photo and then say they have got to be the one.
They got to be the one.
And then you open up all your privacy to them and give everything away before you realize that you just put yourself in jeopardy.
Yes, this is different. That's different from going all in. This is the difference. But yeah, you got to be wise because it's the same thing as if you were meeting somebody at work or at church or in the mall or at the park. It's a lot of people. You could be at a festival, at a concert. There's a lot of people, but everybody is not your one. And it's the same thing with quote unquote online dating, which goes into point number 3 is that it's really just an environment of people who are quote unquote single.
Mhm.
That's all it is. And with that being said, you got to know that it's about positioning. It's just a place to position you
To be seen.
to be seen. That's it. Ladies, I would not suggest that you do the pursuing. I just don't. And I think that's where the discourse is that they feel like if you go on the dating site, it's women chasing men and it's women trying to pursue men. And so you just got to know that it's just like this is how I take it. It's like when Ruth was in the field, gleaning, and Boaz saw her. Some people disagree. To me, online dating is just about positioning.
Mm-hmm.
And so the short answer is, do you think online dating is of God? Yeah, because God can position you anywhere. He can position you. You could be at school, at church, at work, on the job, at the grocery store, in the mall, on vacation. You mean to tell me you're going to limit God where he can present your potential person?
And that's my whole perspective on it. Don't limit God.
Right.
Don't think that God can't do something or use something just because you have a block in your mindset
of how it should be,
or how it should be,
or how it can't be.
Or you trying to write the narrative in your head of how it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Don't limit God like that.
Right.
So whether you go on a dating site or not doesn't mean that's what God is going to use to introduce you to the person.
Right. 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 That's the other thing is when we say it's a faith move, you could get on that site and it might not, and you could meet the person at the grocery store. That's a good point. Just because you're on the dating site and have a membership, a subscription, does not even mean that that's where the person is going to be.
Yeah. So don't be fixated in thinking just because you're doing something, that's the way God is going to do it.
Right.
That's what God is going to use.
Right.
Because you don't know.
You don't know. And that's why it's a faith move. And so
you need to go in there with the right mindset.
Yes.
And just enjoy the experience that you just created.
Right. Enjoy the experience. Be creative. And, so online dating, does God approve? We believe he does. And so we encourage you, go do a subscription. It's a holiday season. Yeah, that's essentially where God started it. He initiated it there. And so number one, don't be so consumed or concerned about the where.
Yeah.
You need to be concerned about the who.
Yeah.
The who, and have discernment. Number two is that it is a faith move. It is a faith move, but you're walking into this by faith, knowing that you're covered, your heart is guarded, knowing that you have the spirit of discernment, knowing that you're not going to be deceived by just any old person who just gives you attention. You've got to go in it knowing that God's got you.
Mm-hmm.
And then number three, you got to look at it as positioning, especially this is mainly for the ladies. You got to look at it as positioning, not that you're going in there to pursue or chase a man. Change your mindset around it. And so,
absolutely.
Yes, have fun, meet new people, new potentials, and even you might even go in there and learn something about yourself.
That's a big opportunity to do so.
Mm-hmm. There is a dating platform that we love, and it's not the one that we came across each other on, but there's another one, and we love it because the assessment process, the pre-assessment process is so intense, and you come to learn some things about yourself, like
just by answering their questions.
And so on our website, if you go to our website at God-Ordained you will see that dating site that we love. And I think they're giving a free trial. You can search for free. I don't like that word. You can experience.
Discover.
For free. Yes.
For free.
All right. So this is a short video, but we got our point across.
Yes.
Yes. So go ahead, go and get on some online dating. Why not?
Yep. And enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself.
And enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yes. All right. Y'all be blessed.
Deuces.
Deuces.